Good morning, good morning. Welcome to this beautiful morning practice where God is our business plan, where God is our first business partner. How we're going to begin today is we are going to drop into our bodies. We're going to drop into our heart spaces. Whatever thing that you have missing in your business right now, whatever piece you need solved, whatever solution needs to come to you, bring it here to this morning practice. Bring it here as we go through the space and time of working with God in your business, because you will find the solution. You will receive everything that you are looking for under grace and in perfect ways. So I'm going to take a deep breath in. We're going to drop in today first with sound. Sound is how we clear out the energy field. Now it is early in the morning, which means that you probably don't need a lot of clearing of your energy, but we're going to drop into the heart with sound. So I want you to get out of your mind and into your heart space. So I'm going to play my sound bowl. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Breathe all the way into the lower belly, opening it up into your heart. Allowing the sound to move through you from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Final one. Waking up the creation inside of your sacral chakra, which is your lower belly. You're going to breathe the creation up into your heart space and then visualize the light going out into the world. Breathing it all the way up into the heart, going out into the world. To start our morning practice, we're just going to call on our spiritual team. They are your business team, but they are the team you can't see, but you can feel. They are the team that work the miracles. So we're going to call them in. We're going to call in your angels, and specifically the ascended masters who have been assigned to your work, the work that you are here to do on this earth, the work that you have been called to do. They've been assigned to support that work. So we're going to actually invite them in. So we're going to call in all of our angels and the ascended masters who have been assigned to our work in and through the divine light, that they will be present and hold this space for this sacred, beautiful practice this morning. Take a deep breath in. So in our morning practice, we always start with journaling. So you're going to journal whatever it is that you learned in your sleep, because last night in our evening practice, we went to bed asking to be taught and shown an answer in our dreams or right when we woke up. Now, it doesn't always show up, but the more you do it, the more you strengthen your muscle of receiving. And when you strengthen the muscle of receiving, that's when you're going to start receiving more often. So I want you to pause your video here for a second. I want you to journal down whatever it is that you learned while you were sleeping or when you woke up. Now, if nothing came to you, I'm going to invite you to drop into your heart right now and let right now be the moment that you receive. So take a second and do that. All right, now that you are back, I want you to drop in, and we're going to move to the next question, which is, what support do you need today in business? Now, it can be the exact same thing that you asked last night, but sometimes we get the answer when we're sleeping, or it like just shifts by the morning. So it can be the same thing that you worked on last night, or it could be a new thing showed up, right? We're gonna work on what we asked for last night. So if you watched the video last night on calling in clients, we're gonna put it back up on the altar today. And the altar is a spiritual symbol in front of your heart, not an actual altar. There's nothing here physically, it's spiritual. And it's something that we put on in a mode of surrender, and God is on the other side, and it's us giving it to God. So we're gonna put on the altar the 2 or more, no, last night we asked for 4. So we're gonna put on the altar 4 new clients. 4 new clients into your work. Whatever your work is, we're gonna invite 4 perfect fit clients to show up under grace in a perfect way. So we're gonna put this on the altar. And then we're gonna call in our angels. So I like to ask God to call them in. It feels right, feels good. So we're gonna ask God to call in my angels and my ascended masters in and through the divine light, that they will go forward and open up the pathways, golden pathways of light from me to these 4 perfect fit clients, the 4 who need my work, the 4 who, and then I'm going to get really specific in my work so you can see how I do it, right? And I want you to get specific, because the more specific we are, the better the results. So we're going to take a pause because I'm going to teach you something here. If you call a painter to paint your house and you're like, I would love to have my walls be tan. There's like 90 million tans, right? But if you know the code, the paint code for that color, you're gonna get the exact color that you want. The deeper detail we are in our requests when we're doing spiritual business, the better the results. So if you were to say, I would like 4 new clients to show up this week, maybe you're going to get 4 new clients. You probably will, but will they be the ones that you're wanting to work with? Let's narrow it down. Let's get so specific on who you want to work with. So I will do mine as an example, and then I want you to watch my example, and I want you to do it exactly for what your business is. So because I own a publishing house, because I help authors channel their work, these are the clients that I'm looking for. So I'm going to call in all of my angels, the ascended masters who've been assigned to me and this work, and into the divine light, that they will open up pathways, golden pathways, for these 4 beautiful new clients. They're perfect fit clients. The 4 people this week who need support in channeling their books, who need support in learning how to bring these powerful messages to the earth with ease and quickness. The 4 authors who need help spreading their work so that they can change humanity. I'm going to ask that that my angels will gather them in, that these 4 people, that they will be brought into my world. And then once again, we did this last night, I'm going to ask that my angels will bless them financially so that they may be able to open the doors for their success by joining the programs that I have, by publishing their books, by leaning in to the work that is calling at their soul. I'm going to ask that all of them will be brought in, that my heart will know them, that their heart will know me, that everything will fall into place with ease, and that we may be able to create massive change in the world together. So now I wrap all 4 of them in light, and then I hand them over to God. Put them on the altar, hand them over to God. I put my piece in, and now I get to surrender it over and trust that it's coming in. Now I want you to actually, because we're working with receiving clients, we're going to drop into the heart. So I want you to visualize the sun coming and warming up your heart. It's warming and softening the heart. Any parts of your heart that feel hard, any parts of your heart that feel like walled down, bank vaulted, shut down, roots that are covering your heart, all of this we're going to melt with this warm energy, melting the heart, melting. And I want you to now see the heart move like this, like fluid energy around the heart. And this fluid energy is actually a protection. So the fluid energy protects your heart. It's like a veil of light so that nothing comes into your heart unless it's in your highest good. Now, that allows us to be open in our hearts, which is very hard because a lot of us have had our hearts hurt. But when we have a closed heart, nothing gets in. Your heart is the highway of receiving. So if there's a barricade on the highway, nobody's getting through, which means if your heart is closed, you're not receiving clients, you're not receiving love, you're not receiving joy, because there's a barricade on the highway. By softening the heart, by doing this work right now, by calling in your angels, by surrendering over and handing into God's hands so that God can partner with you in your work, we're softening the heart. But we're not going to just keep it wide open for anybody and everything. We're going to put that beautiful veil of light over your heart to be a protector, to only allow the good in. So we're just going to take a deep breath in, roll back your shoulders, open your heart, soften it, receiving these 4 beautiful new clients, receiving any other miracles that God would send to you this week, opening up for magic, opening up for wonder, opening up for joy and love. Opening up, opening up, opening up, opening up. And we're going to just wrap your heart in so much love today. This beautiful golden nectar, if you can imagine, like a honey nectar seeping in, healing any old wounds, allowing your heart to feel loved. Taking a deep breath in. All right, we've called in our angels, we've handed it over to God. We've now done the work so that we can receive these clients. And we're going to finish with the last piece, which is asking God, what is the number one most important thing for you to do today? And we're going to open up our palms to receive. All right? We're going to pretend. We're playing pretend, and also it makes such a difference in our body when we do these physical motions. So we're just going to ask God to show you. So you're going to say, God, show me the most important number one thing that I get done today. Now remember, this may not be in business. You may not receive a business thing. It could be around family. It could be around your you. This is the most important thing that you do today. So I want you to open up and receive, and we're going to invite your gifts of seeing, hearing, and feeling to be brought up to the surface in and through the divine light so that you can receive from God. So I'm going to be quiet. I want you to just listen and receive. Okay, the first thing that comes to you, because I know it did, something came. I want you to write it down in your journal. The first thing that came. And then we're going to ask your angels to help us create that. So we're just going to call in your angels and your guides and the ascended masters who've been assigned to you in and through the divine light, that they will help you do the most important thing, the thing that God has asked you to do today, that the pathways will be open, the time will be open, that the support will be there, that this may be in your highest good. So today, mine, when I received, was to feel good. Isn't that interesting? That was the thing that God was like, this is top importance. So I share that with you because sometimes it's not going to be some to-do list thing. But I know that when I feel good, more magic happens. I'm a better mom. I'm a happier human. Business runs better. So I love that that's the number one thing that God sent to me today, was to just feel good today. So whatever it is that you received, I know that it is personal to you. And I know that when you step in and you partner with God, the miracles abound. And it is a beautiful place to play because you get to be a leader in the world that changes people's lives because you're doing business from a heart-driven place, guided by God. It's such a magical thing, and I love it so much. So as we end today, I want you to take a deep breath in. And I'm just going to ask that light will wrap you from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. that miracles will follow every step you take. That your heart will be soft. That magic will occur in your life. That joy will wake up in your being. And that today will be a day of beauty, rest, miracles, and ease. With that, I will see you tonight.